Okay, now we're going to talk about the lower body. Developing a strong lower body is really essential when it comes to preventing injury in your hips, your knees, your ankles. It also equals great looking legs whenever short season comes around. So let's talk about squatting and plie squatting. When you're doing a squat, it's really working your quadriceps as well as your glute muscles. And when you're doing a plie squat, it brings in your hamstring muscles as well as your glute muscles. So all you need is a bench and your own weight. If you want to add weight to make these exercises a little more challenging, do that, but make sure that your form remains the same. So the key with both of these exercises is to keep the weight and your balance on your heels. Once you move your balance towards your toes, you're bringing your knees in and your stability falls. So you want to make sure you keep that balance over your heels, push off on your heels, and really isolate through your gluteus maximus to get a very nice, tight behind. So when you're using this bench, it's a great way just to make sure that you don't go down too far, and also a great way to make sure that you have balance if you're a beginner. Hold your feet about shoulder width apart. Again, weight on your heels, and really tighten up through the glutes at the end. Again, you're going to feel most of this exercise in your quadriceps as well as your gluteus. So next we'll look at plie squats. This is just another version of a squat that really brings your hamstrings in. And it's really essential that you work your hamstrings. People often forego those muscles, and those are muscles that you need to have developed, and you want to make sure that your quadriceps aren't too much stronger than your hamstrings. So with this, again, you can add a weight, but you want to have your feet about shoulder width apart and in a plie style as in ballet, so your toes are pointing out. For this, again, you're simply going to squat down. Don't go too far down. You want to keep your knees at a 90-degree angle or greater, so you don't want to go too far. And again, push off on those heels. I typically, just to make sure I'm doing the exercise correctly, will almost lift my toes to make sure all of that weight is concentrated on the heels. And isolate, push through those glutes. You're going to feel this in your hamstrings. You're going to feel this in your glutes. Both of these exercises result in great looking legs.